Hello everybody, well this is the second video I'm making about Dragon Age the Veilguard, and this specific video is about the differences when it comes to combat. So I today installed Dragon Age Inquisition just to give it a test myself firsthand so I can understand the differences, you know, what people actually experiences, because I haven't played Dragon Age Inquisition, so I start playing today. So when it comes to combat, I can definitely see that, for me at least, it feels that Dragon Age the Veilguard is more, let's say, ARPG oriented compared to Dragon Age Inquisition, which felt more kind of a tactical oriented. And what we see here is Dragon Age Inquisition. So first of all, I want you to pay attention to the UI. It's more like kind of MMO-ish, right? With all the bar there, with all the different skills that you can use. Quite complicated, right? Especially for new players coming, let's say, action RPG fans who love, you know, combat that is less tactical and more, well, slashy. Something like that can be a bit overwhelming for sure. So in my opinion, they try to appease two camps. Basically, they're fans of Dragon Age and also those who love action RPG games. Right, so this is the UI here. Now let's switch to the other UI. Right, keep in mind this is from the gameplay, the official gameplay video that BioWare posted, and you can see here immediately, like only 3 slots here. There's going to be more, but it's going to use a UI. I'm going to show you this in a moment. But they try to keep things simple. On the left, you can see the HP bar and the option to. This kind of reminds me of Souls game where you can actually use the pad arrows to just switch between different items. So definitely, this is UI that you are more familiar with if you play action RPG games. And this is another one. You can see that instead of putting everything in the drawer, player can just pause the game and you can actually choose between different abilities. But again, it's an overlay. It doesn't really consume the bottom of the screen. I mean, I love the idea to pause between battle and take my time during combat. It's actually really cool. I like the mechanics, and I think that's why I said in a previous video, they still want to bring again the good old post combat with the action, but it feels like it's more oriented towards the action than the post combat and tactical combat. Now, I'm not sure. I think that I haven't seen the tactical view, so maybe they dropped it. I'm not sure. If so, let me know in the comment section below what you think, or if you've seen gameplay that actually shows the tactical view. Let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, you definitely see that UI is much less cluttered. Also pay attention to the camera view, very close to the character, third person. This is usually what you see when you play an action RPG type of game. Usually this is the camera view. Now this is Inquisition. By the way, you can zoom in with the camera. You can zoom in as well, closer to the character, but you can also go with top-down view. But even if you go a bit in, it's still not the same as what we've seen in the trailer. Now again, you can zoom in as well in Inquisition, but you can really zoom out and it gives you kind of a Diablo-like, or even more like a very top tactical view, so you can see more of the area and give commands to your teammates and position them in different locations, give them orders. So it seemed like this is definitely was like the core idea of the game before, making more like, that's why I mentioned it's more tactical oriented, whether Veilguard feels more ARPG oriented. And you can see it right here in front of you, right? Really top-down view in this particular case, and can really give position where I want my teammates to be and where I want to be myself, and I can just either change the focus to play as my teammates or just go back to play as the main character. And I'm sure that many players will love this thing. Just automate everything, see the fight, just observe and give commands, whereas some will just want to jump into and do the combat themselves. You have the freedom to do it, and it plays very well whether you do both. However, when I play with the character, it felt a bit clunky, and I can't really compare it to a game that designed from the ground up as an action RPG game, played in real time. It just didn't feel sleek and good, and I didn't connect very well with the fight, with the positioning, with the movement. It felt off. However, if you see Veilguard, what you see here, this is from the gameplay that BioWare showed. You can actually see that this is just feels so much well. This is action RPG game, no doubt about it. When it comes to mechanics, movement, dashing, the projectiles that come towards you, you need to react in time to dodge. Everything feels like very accurate and sleek. Well, this is what you see here. This is action RPG, hands down. It seems like it was designed from the ground up to be as such. Look at the boss attack and the way they dodge, and well, you can see it for yourself. It's just very, very clear. And now jumping into Dragon Age Inquisition, even the combat itself, when I saw, for example, this particular boss or mini boss, whatever, it felt that even the movement, it felt slow. You see, everything like, all right, take your time, do your thing. Compared to the other boss that we've seen in Veilguard, it was moving fast, you need to dodge in time. Everything was about timing, more about timing and action and dashing. Whether here, for example, you see that it's not about that. This is more something in the middle that you might find in turn-based RPG games, right? Rather than something that in real time. So it's really, it's not focused on, wow, you need to dodge fast, you need to move fast. Positioning, careful positioning, observing the battle, it gives you time to do that. And the moment I've seen that, and again, I played myself today just to better understand the differences, I installed Dragon Age Inquisition, and then it kind of hits me. Well, it seems to me they designed Veilguard to be more action RPG based on what the gameplay that I've seen. Now, whether it's a good thing or bad thing, for me, it's a great thing. I actually like the pose mechanics, but I also am a big fan of action RPG games. I love the action, I like the slashing, I love the ability to, dodge at the right time, and I actually love that the focus is actually on that. I'm sure there are going to be many people who actually won't like that. The reason they choose Dragon Age Inquisition is because they probably the fine balance between combat, real-time combat, and turn-based game combat, or let's say post-combat. Those who don't want to play just turn-based, they don't want just real-time, they want something that designed well. Again, it's about the design of the game. You can see that the boss, for example, here, or this enemy just moving slowly, right? It's designed. If it was moving fast and everything, I wouldn't have time to do anything. I needed to pause maybe every single second just to understand what's going on. It would be confusing and probably not really a great experience. So when you choose to go with something that is more action RPG oriented, you basically design the game from the ground up, including the animations, the movement of the enemies, and many other things for this particular playstyle, because otherwise it won't work. So that's something that's very clear to me based on seeing the gameplay for Veilguard and also playing Inquisition today, just to get an idea. What are your thoughts? In the comment section below, you think it's just wrong choice? Do you think it's a great choice? In my opinion, they try to please their fans, but also trying to get to a broader audience, those action RPG fans who really love, the hack and slash type of gameplay, but also want to enjoy maybe something a bit different in terms of mechanics with the pose mechanic, which also, of course, designed well, and you still can use it, of course, in this game. That's my thoughts, but what are your thoughts? In the comment section below. Thanks for watching.